I used to think life was fair. My name is Lucy Hart, and I had everything, or so it seemed. I was smart, kind, and well-liked, with grades that could make even the strictest teacher smile. I wasn't perfect, but I worked hard, and I believed that doing the right thing would always protect me. I was wrong. Mia Collins hated me, and it was obvious to anyone who looked closely. Her envy burned through every interaction. When I answered a question in class, she'd scowl. When a teacher praised my work, her fingers would tap angrily on her desk. When my friends laughed at my jokes, she'd roll her eyes or walk away muttering under her breath. I tried to ignore it, chalking it up to jealousy, never imagining she'd go so far as to ruin my entire life. It started subtly, as jealousy often does. Projects failed mysteriously, little accidents tripped me up, and whispers followed me through the halls. Then, one morning, I woke up to find my reflection unrecognizable. My skin was covered in acne, my hair hung limp and lifeless, and my mind felt like it was wading through fog. My grades plummeted, my scholarship was suddenly denied, my friends stopped inviting me to hang out. And Mia, she glowed. Perfect skin, perfect hair, perfect grades, perfect life. I could see it in the way people adored her now, in the way teachers praised her with the same warmth they had once shown me. Something had taken everything from me, and I didn't understand how, until I discovered the charm. It took weeks of watching, observing, and quietly gathering clues. I remembered seeing Mia disappear into a small, hidden occult shop in the old market, a place I had never noticed before. Rumors had circulated about magical trinkets, but I had laughed them off in the past. One day, I overheard her mumbling the words luck-swapping charm to someone in hushed tones. That's when it clicked. I dug deeper and even managed to peek at some old footage, the golden pendant, shaped like two intertwined coins, the flame ritual, the photograph of me she had used. The charm had stolen my life, transferring my luck, beauty, intelligence, and confidence into her hands, leaving me humiliated and powerless. Then it happened. I was reborn. One morning, I woke up in my own bed, untouched by the curse, my reflection perfect, my mind sharp, my life reset to 1 year before Mia's plot. I remembered everything, the betrayals, the laughter, the envy, the stolen life. This time, I wasn't going to make the same mistakes. I wasn't going to trust blindly, and I wasn't going to let jealousy steal my world again. I approached school differently. I smiled less and observed more. I listened carefully to conversations, memorized patterns, and watched for signs of betrayal. The first person I noticed was Clara, one of my so-called best friends from the previous timeline. She had been sweet on the surface but had laughed at me behind my back when my life fell apart. I kept her close, friendly, but distant, waiting to see what she would do. Ethan was different. He had always been quiet, always kind, always watching from afar. I noticed him noticing me, but this time I didn't need his validation to feel strong. Still, I couldn't deny the warmth he brought, a steady calm against the storm of jealousy around me. Mia's first move came on a rainy afternoon when she stormed toward the same hidden occult shop. My heart raced, but I stayed calm, stepping inside just before she could reach the charm. The shopkeeper's silver eyes scanned me knowingly. "You've come before the thief," she said, her voice like a quiet warning. Mia burst through the door, shouting, "That's mine." I saw it first. I smiled faintly, calm and steady. "I'd like to buy it," I said, holding my head high. Her eyes widened in disbelief, panic flickering across her face. She lunged for it, but I reacted faster, grabbing the charm before her fingers could touch it. "Give it to me, Lucy," she yelled, desperation coating her words. I stepped back, holding the charm firmly. "No," I said, my voice calm but cold. "I won't let you ruin anyone else's life." She froze, realizing that without the charm, her shortcuts, her stolen luck, and her power over me were gone. I could feel the magic thrumming, alive and dangerous, almost pleading with me to act. With one decisive motion, I slammed it against the floor. Sparks flew, a blinding flash filled the shop, and the charm shattered into dust. Mia screamed, clutching at nothing, her stolen power gone. With the charm destroyed, I returned to school stronger than before. I slowly rebuilt my friendships. Clara, realizing her own selfishness, tried to apologize, but I kept her at arm's length until she proved herself trustworthy. The bullies who had once tormented me stumbled over their own arrogance when they saw I wasn't afraid anymore. Teachers noticed my consistent excellence, this time without any magical shortcuts, and my parents' pride and support grew stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Ethan became my confidant. He admired my strength, my intelligence, and my resilience. Our friendship deepened, and over time, it turned into something more. He wasn't interested in perfection or stolen luck, he loved me for me. And I finally realized that love didn't need magic, it was real, and it was mine. Mia's envy continued, but without the charm, she began to unravel. Her lies were exposed, her manipulations failed, and even her so-called friends began to turn away. She had no magic to protect her, no stolen life to cling to. Watching her lose power quietly, I felt a sense of justice, not revenge. I didn't need to crush her, she crumbled under the weight of her own envy. By the end of the year, my life was better than it had ever been. I was confident, kind, strong, and capable. I had reclaimed my grades, my beauty, my opportunities, and my friendships. I had Ethan by my side, a partner who respected me, loved me, and supported me. I had faced betrayal, envy, and magic itself, and I had survived, stronger than ever. I learned something important: luck isn't given or stolen. It's built, piece by piece, through effort, resilience, and integrity. And this time, my luck was mine. No one could take it from me. I had been broken once, reborn, and now I controlled my own destiny. I was unshakable. I was unstoppable. And I was finally, fully happy.